So this is the test video for Objective 1. So Objective 1 says users should be able to sign up with details including a unique username, a display name, their class name, and a password. So I have Visual Studio Code open up here right now. You can see all the files. So the way the application runs is by hosting a locally hosted application server. I'm going to do that right here. And you can see it's hosted on port 5000 locally. So if I click on this, it's going to open in Microsoft Edge, and I'll go there now. So you can see it's open now. So the first test is going to be to sign up using a new unique username, display name, valid class name, and valid password. So let's just write some stuff in. Call him Bob. Gonna have valid class name. So by valid, that's supposed to be either starting with capital L6 or capital U6 and ending with either 2 or 3 capital letters. My password is going to be password at 123, which should meet the criteria. Now if I click sign up, we have a success message. Now the form submission's been successful, and to finish the test, see if it's worked or not, let's go back into the database, and over here I have MySQL Workbench open, and I have the locally hosted server up and running, and it's connected to that right now. Here you can see I have a couple of SQL queries. User group message, invite request, and user group are of course the only 5 tables in my database, and these tables will return every row which exists in each of the tables. And I can run these queries by clicking on this button. You can see the results of queries here. So if I click on user, I can see all the rows in the user table. Now over here we can see Bob12345, Bob with our passwords hash, and yeah, all the details. So that confirms that this test has been successful, and we can see that the user's been created and is now stored in the database. For the next test, that says sign up using a non-unique username with the other fields being valid. So if we go back to the user table, we can see all the users that already exist. So if I wanted to enter a non-unique username that already exists, we can choose from the ones here. So I'm just going to use Adam. Now if I go back to the sign up page, we're going to run this form again, but the username is going to be Adam, and what we're expecting is for the form to return an error message saying that this username already exists. Does it go there? Use the same password, well, similar password as before. And we can see in the corner, error, username Adam already exists. So that part of the test has succeeded. Now let's go back to the database, run these queries again, and let's make sure a new row hasn't been added. we can see over here the only add-on that exists was the one that was already there. You can see that these details don't match the ones that we've entered. So that confirms that the second test for Objective 1 has passed. Now let's do the third test, which is to sign up using an invalid class name with all other fields being valid. So let's just keep that, but for form group, let's just type in that. Now, Objective 1b has more detailed testing for form group, but for now, we're just going to be testing some completely erroneous input, which is in this case what I've just entered here. Let's use the same password we've been using before. Well, something like that. And we can see over here that it's returned an error message and the condition which we failed. Now, if we go back to our database, Alan12345 has not been added to user table, and the error, and because that has succeeded and the error message has been returned, we can say that this test has also been passed. So that concludes the test video for Objective 1, and of course these testing videos and the test can be cross-referenced with the document, the actual written document itself.